Give me 1 second. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, MK. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Pro Pyro. All right, turn some fans down. My coffee. Gonna turn my lights down. And then we've got work to do. Good afternoon. What is up? I thought I was so organized this morning, but I guess I'm not. What's up, Corey? Good to see you all here. It's Wednesday. I'm just plugging my phone in the charger. Good morning, Ray. I was gonna say happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Wednesday. Busy morning. Yes, had a busy morning this morning. Working on updating my website. What's up, Twizzler? Good morning. You know, when I built my website, my garden was of a certain standard, and now I've really leveled up, so we're gonna have to switch things up. So that's what I'm gonna be working on later today. Just a bit, you guys, lots going on. Getting myself ready for tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm going to be on the Let's Be Buds YouTube channel. If you guys don't know about Let's Be Buds, they've got an awesome YouTube channel highlighting and discussing just cannabis in general, the health benefits, growing it, just everything about the plant, but they also focus on just gardening and growing in general. So we are going to just shoot the shit tonight and have some fun. So I'm looking forward to that. You guys should head over to their YouTube channel and sub. They've got some really great content, and I'm excited to be a part of their channel. So that's gonna be fun. You know me, I love talking about my garden. Any place that wants me to come hang, I'll be there if we're talking plants. What else is new? Everything in the green tower is popping. I'm gonna show you this in a minute. What else is going on? We've got our 4th Dahlia flower that bloomed today. So I think we're gonna harvest. They're the type of flowers where the more you cut, the more they grow. So we are going to harvest some of those perhaps. And in the meantime, we're gonna get our zinnias into the tower for now. Just like the cucumbers, we're gonna start them in the grow tower. And then at the end of the live, we're gonna pop some seeds, but we're gonna pop them using the new method I've been trying. So that's what we'll start with. I'm going to show you guys how that has been going, how my germination experiment has been going, and it so far so good. We'll see. Nothing like a good coffee. Keep you going through your day. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a great week so far. I've had a bit of a busy week. It's one of those weeks where it feels like it was so busy, but then when I think about what I got done, I don't really think I got anything done. So it's okay. We still got the other half of the week, so gotta keep things moving and grooving. So one thing I'm falling behind on though is my strawberry clones, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe she's too cold right now. I have the fan right on her, and it could be too much. So we're gonna go through things, assess a little bit. We also have some serious defoliating to do with our pepper plants in the second bucket, but we can't get everything done, obviously, in a couple hours. So we'll try to possibly focus on that tomorrow. Good morning, Waffiz. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having an awesome, positive week so far. Yeah, oh, and Saturday, for those of you that don't know, you should check out The Urban Gardener on YouTube. He is awesome. He's got an amazing channel with a great show every Saturday and Sunday where, again, it's all things gardening. They highlight different gardeners, different setups, different kind of crops, all kinds of information, and it's a great show. I tune in every weekend, and I'm gonna be on there on Saturday, so I'm really excited about that. So head over to The Urban Gardener, go give him a good subscribe, and come check me out there on Saturday. I believe it's at 2:20 p.m. Eastern time. I will be making an appearance. So I'm excited about that. Lots of good things happening this week, lots of exciting things. So without further ado, let's have a sip of coffee and get on the tent tour, shall we? All right, let's do this. All right, so like I showed you guys, I germinate seeds using all kinds of methods, but now I'm trying one that's gonna hopefully simplify my workflow and make things much more efficient. Good morning, Death. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. So I took a sheet or a strip of paper towel and I popped the seed right in the center of the foam collar. The others haven't sprouted yet, so I don't know. Maybe they should be sandwiched in a paper towel, but we had one that did work effectively, and I'll show you guys right here. Good morning, Les. Queen of Garden. What an honor to be called that. Wow. There it is. That is the one where I popped the seed on the paper towel in the center of the collar, and look at that. Didn't have to do anything, didn't touch anything. We've got the roots sticking out the bottom, we've got the seedling popping out the top, and that is the kind of thing I'm looking for. So when we start seeds later today live, we're gonna be laying out the sheet of paper. We're gonna be doing like a hybrid between paper towel method and foam collar, and see how that helps us move things along and speed things up. Again, because I've been now kind of digging deeper, looking at the cost of my my energy consumption, which, yeah, you know, it adds up. And so now that I have a clearer picture of how much I'm spending, it has become clearer to me that I'm losing money with the way I'm running this grow tent. So I need to burn your sponge and rock wool. Well, I don't use rock wool, and I will be burning the sponges when I master this technique, but I forget what I was saying. That always happens to me. Anyways, whatever. We're gonna start seeds later. We're gonna do the tent tour, and that's probably good because I should stop talking so much. But anyway, so hopefully that will simplify the workflow, make things happen faster. And green tower, you guys, the green tower is poppin'. Look at this. It looks so good. Oh, never be sorry to interrupt. It's a me problem. I too much stuff in my brain, you guys. Comment and say whatever, well, not whatever you want, but I mean, all right. So we've got our little romaine seedlings. But yeah, if any of you guys remember what I was talking about, if it was important, just help a sister out. We've got our romaine seedlings, and we've got our, oh, basil's starting to flower. Gotta chop it off unless I want to get some seeds. And less need seeds because I know you're going to be sending me a bunch, which I can't wait for. And I'm being serious when I say send me one of everything. I don't need the list. We've got sage over here, and we popped our cucumbers. Oh no, that's romaine. Cucumbers are here, here, and here. So we are, come on, look at this. This grew so much since yesterday. I don't even know if I could pull it out. What up, Jack Ashes? And what up, Hasholio? Good morning, good morning. I don't know if I could see the root there. Good after. I always say good morning because even though don't know, the day just kind of flies by and it feels like morning still. Good, because I was joking. F them sponges, LOL. Yeah, honestly, they are just a being ground for bacteria. I do not like the sponges at all. So the goal is to get rid of them, you guys. Good morning, Delta Bravo. Les says I have 2 varieties of sage. Send it on over, Les. What are you waiting for? I'm just kidding. All right, buckets. We gotta defoliate again. They're freaking insane. What up, Dr. Puffs-a-Lot? Strawberry, she looks okay, but we've got, I don't know if this is just because the plant's maturing or it's deficient. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a closer look at that. And I also haven't been pollinating, so that could be why it's kind of, I don't know, like look at the of these. They look freaking weird, man. Anyways, so yeah, we got our strawberries. We've got our Dahlias, number 4 bloom today, so we're gonna harvest them. They're so freaking pretty. They look like the sunshine, or the sunset actually, because the pink. But yeah, I love them. They're so pretty. I was a little underwhelmed at first when they opened, but Delta Bravo, somebody else, maybe it was you, somebody has asked that on this chat before. No, I don't know, but if somebody finds out, let me know. Money tree would actually be cool, but like I said the last time, you know it doesn't grow actual money, right? Good morning, Bernie. What's up? All right, so those are our Dahlia plants. We've got the tomato. Some of them are gonna be ready to harvest soon. I just wish they would all ripen at the same freaking time so that I can harvest them all once, but we'll see what happens. But look at that, man. I wanna taste one. It looks so good. Should I do it? I wanted to leave a perfect cluster without picking one off, but if they're all gonna ripen at different stages, I don't know, man. I really wanna taste one. And then there's a second tomato plant. They're getting so freaking big. What up, Bobby? Good morning. And okay, Hasholio, I know we talked about this. You said your watermelon got stunted at a softball size, and what I thought was happening to mine until, I don't know, it looks like it's popping out of the sling. Check it out, you guys. It's getting so big. I feel like I'm gonna have to get my scale out and measure. It just looks bigger. Anyways, we got our Chinese color peppers. I am totally gonna harvest more and make some of that. Yes, see, I told you guys, it looks bigger. It's probably because I have my nutrients back on track. Sugar baby, here we come. We've got our Chinese 5-color peppers, which I'm definitely gonna be making that chili oil. These tomatoes are just insane, you guys. I'm getting so much fruit. I think I'm gonna have a pretty big harvest tonight. I'm gonna do poblano peppers because I have some ready. I'm gonna do a bunch of tomatoes. I'm gonna do, what else do I got? I got bell peppers that are ready to be harvested over here. And the F is that? It looks like a nutrient deficiency or something. I got some, I don't know what the heck that is. Sometimes I catch things on camera on a live that I've never noticed before. So this is what we've got to work on cleaning up. This is a jungle. I've never defoliated these yet. I've just been waiting, and I think it might be time. They're starting to fruit now, and they're just pretty bushy that I think it's time for a cleanup. But they just look so lush and gorgeous. I don't want to cut them down yet. Or not cut them down, but you know what I mean. Thin them out or whatever you want to call it. And we have eggplant flowers. It is very exciting. This is my second go at eggplant. Last time I grew it for several months, wasted so many resources and never got any fruit. So I'm hopeful that this time I'll get some actual fruit. But yeah, guys, those are the buckets. Freaking insane mess. Gotta harvest this little habanero here, and we gotta, actually, these look like finally getting back on track, but I gotta clean this bucket lid. It's nasty. So yeah, that's what's new. Everything is doing well. I think things are back on track now, but every time I feel like things are back on track, something goes awry. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get geared up and let's get to it, you guys. I'm excited. Let me catch up on some chat. Is the curly part of the stem that's attached to the melon brown or green? It's slowly turning brown with so much tension from the weight. So maybe it's ready to harvest, that means, but it's so small. It does look bigger. Once melon's fruit, it takes about 30 days to ripen. I have no idea. That's a great question. That's one thing I didn't really think would be a learning curve, is figuring out when is the best time to harvest something. Because, you know, when you go to the grocery store, you just buy it. It's already done. And they probably have a whole different schedule because of transport and stuff. But here, especially with tomatoes, I've been trying to figure that one out. You don't want to get them to get mushy on the vine, because then, you know, they're sweet and they're flavorful, but they're mush texture. But then you also don't want to pick them until they're ripe. Otherwise, just doesn't taste the same if it's not ripened on the vine. If the stem closest to the plant is brown, it's a good indication that the melon's done growing and ripe. Right. Les, you're going to diagnose. I'm going to show you. So for those of you who joined, we're trying to determine if my sugar baby is going to continue to grow or not. So Les, tell me, what is your diagnosis? The watermelon tendril died a long time ago, but the watermelon's been growing since, so what do you guys think? I know there's probably a delay, so I'm not going to get an instant answer. See, on this side, it's still green. Kind of. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I'll be disappointed, though, if it's not harvestable. I'd let it go a little longer. Okay, Les the wind whisperer. You should just be the plant whisperer. What's an indicator, Bobby? Like, what does the tendril look like when it's ready to harvest? Is it just dry? Does it turn a certain color? Does it fall off? Probably things I could just Google. I've actually started bringing my second device, an old phone, with me down here, just in case I need to do a quick Google search, like figuring out how to calculate kilowatts or something. But yes, oh, that's what I was talking about. Now I remember. My energy consumption and growing enough to make it all worthwhile. Because right now I'm losing money. Thanks, Dr. Puffsalot. All right, so check out our zinnias, you guys. Look how good they look. I am quite impressed with how quickly these came along. So again, we're gonna start them in the grow tower. So I gotta get smaller foam collars. So you're coming with me. What's up, TWC? Good morning, or good morning, good afternoon. So I have two different types of foam collars, by the way. I have these, which are perfect because the seedling goes right through that little cavity. And then I have these that are more to plug the holes. I've tried to put a seedling in here and it just suffocates. So, I mean, whatever, it was like 99 cents for a bag of, I don't know, like 50 of them, so it's not a big deal. But would have been nice to have them all like this. It still counts, Bernie. If mentally it's still morning for you, then it counts. Mentally it's still morning for me too. Oh, hang on. All right, so I think this is gonna come green tower. Usually I leave a couple of plant ports empty, but other than the bottom layer, all other 70 plant ports, is it 70? No, it's 72 plant ports are full. All right, so I took it out of the 3-inch foam collar. It's gonna go back in there eventually, but right now we're just putting it in the tower. So there's the seedling, very simple to transplant because it's already established. And that's why it's gonna be so easy to start seeds that way, you guys. And then it's gonna help me probably not reduce costs, but make things happen faster. So there it is. Look how cute. See? It's so easy to sprout them this way. I just pop it in the center hole on a piece of paper towel, and it is one step. No transferring, no sponge, no algae, no mess. Just efficiency. Remember that time I tried potting a seed in the grow tower in the foam collar? LOL. All right, so here's my other one. Got my foam collar. Just pop it in there. All right. There it is. There it is. All right, so we're gonna walk this over and pop all of our so I have, I think, 6 zinnias. Yeah, 6. By the way, I did an experiment also. I put this tray over another tray with water and hydrogen peroxide, just so that the roots can go down and get moist. And one of them, I put a damp piece of paper towel just to see how it would do compared to the other. And the roots actually grew faster on the one with paper towel, believe it or not. I thought it was going to suffocate the roots, but it didn't. I think the paper towel just helps it stay moist. All right. By the way, yesterday on yesterday's live, yesterday I was talking about, I didn't mention the brand or anything, but I was talking about a product that says it's more natural, but then I kind of did a deep dive and it's all synthetic. Everything is synthetic. There's not one natural ingredient in it. And the brand actually reached out to me yesterday and was like, have you ever heard of our products? I'm like, oh, yes I have. So I'm like, somebody's listening. Do you guys ever have that? I'm sure everybody has that. You talk about something that you don't ever really talk about, and then all of a sudden you see an ad for it on YouTube or Instagram. I feel like that happens all the time. Ever try microbial mass? The roots in my profile are the results. So I've seen a lot of people use it, but again, like back to the synthetic thing, I think it's only sourced or derived from synthetics, not from anything natural or non-synthetic ingredients, and I'm trying to stay away from that, which is why I haven't even tried to make my life easier by using a synthetic fertilizer in the buckets. That would really simplify things for me, but I'm trying so hard to just keep it clean and keep it natural. Gotta squeeze through here. So yeah, I've considered using it. I've considered using a bunch of different things, but it's tough because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know what's the best thing for my root health. There's so many things I should probably be doing differently, and one of the main things that I'm aware of that I haven't done yet, which we talk about all the time, is my water temperature. So, Hasholio, I know you're out there. I'm working on it, okay? By the way, did you guys know, and I've told you this before, but for those of you that are new here, fun fact, Zinnia flowers and romaine lettuce are from the same family, same species. Water temperature is the best thing for your root health. Yes. Well, I'm saying yes like as if I'm matter of fact. I'm sure it is. I've never facted it, but I trust you. Right. Green Tower is officially full. Aren't zinnias edible? I don't know, Les. Why don't you try one and let us know? Then you can be the zinnia whisperer too. Wait, wasn't it you, Les, that eats tomato leaves? Who said they eat tomato leaves? Somebody on the chat said they do. I did not know that. Pretty crazy. Seems so different. Yes, so zinnias, romaine lettuce, sunflowers, black-eyed Susans. Why am I blanking on all the names? Daisies, artichokes. They're all part of something called the Astraceae family. Astraceae. And they're all the same, what do you call it? From the same family? I don't know what the technical term is, but I definitely need to improve my vocabulary. I should do more reading. You know, yesterday I made myself laugh. I wanted to do a garden, like a speed run date, because I'm not even really posting on, I'm still posting on Instagram, but I feel like I haven't actually shared what's happening with the garden. I used to all the time because that used to be my primary spot. But now it's become YouTube, and so I did this quick video yesterday, and I'm like, let's do it all in one take because it'll be, you know, quicker, faster. And every other word I use is beautiful and gorgeous and beautiful and exceptional. I'm like, girl, you need some new adjectives. So everybody drop some good adjectives down in the chat that I can use when I'm describing my beautiful garden, so I don't sound like I'm repeating myself. Reef, sunflowers seem so different than, however, have you ever tried eating a sunflower heart? A lot of people grill it and it tastes, well, I've never tasted it, but I've read a lot about it because I love artichokes, and apparently it tastes like an artichoke. So that is definitely believable that they're in the same family. Good morning, Rosemary, and good morning, Tristan, or good night, well, good early morning to you, Tristan. Les, I am not going to use bodacious unless I'm describing my watermelon and unless it grows more. Magnificent, that's a good one. First time, welcome, Rosemary. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, so we transferred the seeds. I'm going to check on these romaine seedlings right here just to see if there's anything else that can be transferred. I don't think I can because you know what? We're going to leave these anyway. Green Tower's full now. So I'll give you guys a closer look at the Green Tower, and then we're going to start some seeds. We've got to get stuff going for the Orange Tower. So here we go, you guys. I'm really excited. It's always exciting. It's a bummer when you end a run, but it's always exciting when you start a new one. I have a bunch of sunflowers. I will have to try that. Yeah, Bernie, check out some recipes. Seen people throw them on the grill. You know, a little bit of oil, a little bit of seasoning. Maybe some of that chili oil would be good on that. I put that shit on everything. Good morning, DC's B. So good to see you. Welcome. Gnarly. I don't think that's how you spell gnarly, Les. I think gnarly starts with a G, actually. Gnarly. And isn't gnarly like not good? Like, I could call my tomatoes are looking gnarly because they're all, you know, messed up. Sunflowers face down and grill them. It tastes like corn. Yes, or, well, I've never tried it, so I don't know what I'm saying yes for. But DC's Bees, I heard it tastes like artichoke hearts. She's putting her glasses on, LOL. Splendid, LOL. Okay, people are gonna think I'm trying too hard if I use all those words, Reef. Yeah, that's why I did this, because it just makes me think of like hang loose, gnarly, you know? Makes me think of a spur. Did y'all know that cool water holds more dissolved oxygen than warm water? Warm water also encourages the growth of harmful pathogens. Yeah, wouldn't that be just because the oxygen evaporates more, or no, the water is evaporating more? I don't know. You know what? Shut up, Natalie. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't try to understand science. Grill the entire flower head with or without seeds. I don't know. I have no idea. I think you have to peel it or something. But that's very interesting, Hasholio. I'm gonna have to look into that more. Yeah, my water temperature is definitely bueno. With seed, and you want to grill them before the seed turn black. Interesting. That's a gnarly coffee. Nah, that doesn't work. No, it doesn't. To me, gnarly is like, those are some gnarly waves. Like, those are some rough waves. They're like gnarly. Like, they're sick but dangerous at the same time. Look at my dazzling tomatoes, everyone. Thanks so much, Ray. If I use magnificent or splendid, do I have to say it with a British accent? Clips the leaves off the grill, or clip the leaves off and grill the sunflower face down. I'm gonna have to try that. I've got sunflower seeds. We should grow one. Good morning, Mohammed. All right, let me give you guys just a closer look at the zinnias in the tower, and then we're gonna pop some seeds. So they're actually getting quite big already. Some of them have their first 2 true leaves. So we've got one there, there. I don't know where I put the rest of them, but somewhere. Oh yeah, here and over here. This one's actually quite big. So that is full now. The green tower is done, and in a couple, I keep saying a couple weeks, it's like wishful thinking. In a few weeks I'll be ready to harvest this. You know, yesterday, or well, a couple days ago, I bought a bag of lettuce from Costco, just like for the week. It's like a bag of 5 heads or something, and I went to go wash it, and the whole thing, it's only in a couple days, and the whole thing is like freaking decomposing, and it's like, it's so expensive, and it's like, now what do I gotta drive there and return it? I'm gonna be one of those that returns lettuce. And you know what? I should return it, wear my lettuce snob sweater while I return it. As I'm walking away, you just see lettuce snob. That would be so good. And I should film it and make a video out of it and just see people's reaction. But I think I'll do that. I'm gonna check that out. Very cool. You know what? I'm gonna find you guys a recipe for grilled sunflower and grilled sunflower hearts, and I'll post it in the community. The cabbage I bought the other day did the same thing. Yes, that would be hilarious. I should absolutely do that. That would be so funny. I think a lot of people would be like, is a lettuce snob? I don't know what that is. You could probably do it with a flat grill. Also, you wouldn't get the grill marks. Oh yeah, the grill marks is what it's all about too. Makes it look nice. I wonder if you could do, like, you know how a lot of people have alternatives to meat? I'm not a vegetarian by any means, but for people that are vegetarian, I wonder if it's like savory enough if you can grill a sunflower heart and make it into like a burger or something. I don't know. Show me a picture of the grapes I got. What? Don't know what you're talking about, Les. What grapes? Do it on a live, LOL. You have to be careful with that kind of stuff because nowadays I've seen videos of people just, you know, going about their business, filming. Somebody just fucking, oh, excuse me, keep swearing. I need to, you know, keep it clean here. But somebody just like grabs their phone out of their hand. He's like, you can't film. So I don't want to be one of those and be a target, you know. Sometimes it just slips out, you guys, and I can't help it. All right. You can make anything into a burger with the help of ground beef. Absolutely, Bernie. The ones I got from Sobeys, they were bad. Oh, yeah. Les had to return some grapes because after a couple days. But like grapes, I don't know where the grapes came from, but the lettuce, it didn't come from that first. So it's like, why is it decomposing and why do I have to pay that much? I am not for filming in public. Too much potential nowadays. Yeah, like I'll film, but I won't do it on, I don't think I would do it on a live just because, I don't know, if somebody else were filming a live and I were in the background, well, I don't think I would care, but some people really care about that stuff. The clean towers look good. Thanks so much, DC's Bees. It was a grind. I'm still recovering from that. I really hurt my back and still recovering. Get the camera glasses. Man, those are full of like EMF and all kinds of stuff. I'm not interested in those glasses. That's why I don't even own an Apple Watch or anything like that, because don't need EMF. I already got enough of that. All right, I'm gonna go get paper towel. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna document my trip, my return trip, and maybe I'll wear like a, I don't know, a harness or something to put my phone on so that I just film as I'm standing and returning with my sweater on. That'll be so funny. The meta glasses are cool technology wise, but it's crazy how you never know who is recording anymore. Absolutely, but we've been being recorded for long before the meta glasses came out, so I reckon it go well with hollandaise sauce. Oh man, hollandaise sauce is the freaking best. I've seen people post on Instagram with those glasses. There's like a little watermark whenever you use those glasses to upload. I guess you can upload through the glasses. I don't know if the glasses upload to your phone and then you upload to socials, but there is like a little watermark, and looks pretty good. It looks pretty clear. It's got a bit of that like fish eye kind of look to the lens, I guess. I personally wouldn't use them. I don't know. I just good morning, Ogo. Good afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock. What is up, Ogo? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. You could wear a GoPro. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, I walk in with a lettuce snob sweater, GoPro wrapped around my head. No thanks. Overall though, diner or store, I never return food or complain. Neither do I. First of all, I'm the worst with returning things. I just don't care enough. I'd rather take the L. And at a restaurant, see, that's why I don't even go to the restaurant anymore. Because, like, everything is, it's just, like, not of good quality. And so you're tempted to send it back, but you can't. And so... But I don't want to be that kind of person. I've worked at so many places before, and I hate people that return things. Well, no slight to anyone in the chat. Sorry, Les, I know you returned your grapes, but... what the F is going on with this stupid scraper? Okay. Having issues with my bottle. Alright, so I'm dampening my paper towel. I just buy less to send back. See, the thing is, I would never actually go and return lettuce from a store. I would just, like I said, take the loss. But because I have that sweatshirt, I think it'd be like just for the content, you know, like take one for the team so that you guys can get entertainment. I feel like it would be perfect. All right, I dampened my paper towel. We'll get some foam collars. Trolling is completely legal, LOL. I used to be a beer snob. Oh, Les, if you send me seeds as a thank you, I'll send you this stupid coaster I got stuck with from my old job. Like I said, I work for a gifting company, and I have a coaster that says beer snob. And I'm like, when am I going to ever use this? And whoever drinks beer wouldn't refer to themselves as a beer snob. And then Les, here you are. So it's yours if you want it. I wonder how many of these foam collars will fit on the sprouting tray. Les is a legend. And a tomato whisperer. What's up, Vince? Good morning or good afternoon. Don't drink. Oh, so you really are a beer snob. All right, I need a few more phone calls. All that work to put the foam collars in the net pots, and here I am just taking them back out. All right, I think that's all I can fit. Put two more there. They appear to be doing very well for the most part. DC's Bees, what are you talking about? What appears to be doing very well? What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, the bees. Yeah, what happens over the winter, DC's Bees? Keepers grow extra hives through the season, knowing that by fall the few will not have stuck, but I'm sitting at 20 at the moment. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. You put a sunflower in there? No, sunflowers. I'll return a product if I'm not satisfied with it or just don't need it anymore. See, the thing is with Costco, they'll take back anything. Like, I could have eaten half of the bag of lettuce and returned the rest. That would be even better if I returned just half of it. But then I'd be like, that's a Karen, right? That's being a Karen. Is it? I don't know. Or is it just being reasonable because you paid for it, you didn't get what you paid for, so you return it. Good morning, or good afternoon, Krogan. Good to see you here. Happy Wednesday. Okay, my seeds, where are they? All right, so we are just doing strictly romaine. I'm not going to do sunflower seeds for now. Sunflowers take up a lot of space. They grow very tall, and right now we're going to be maxed out. Once we get the cucumbers in the buckets and the and stuff, it's going to be too much or not enough air circulation. So I'm going to have to focus on getting myself some more fans and stuff in here. All right, so I'm going to pop one seed by itself in the cavity. Because again, we don't want to transfer anything. The goal is to pop the seed in the hole and just set it and get it. So fingers crossed it'll work. It worked with one, so hopefully I don't waste all these seeds. But 5, 4, so there's 22 foam collars in here. When the weather gets cold, they cluster up tight for warmth and energy conservation. Aww. Yes, I need to increase my productivity. Sure. That is something that I obviously, like I said, I recently discovered. So for those of you that just joined, I checked my electrical, or my electric consumption, my energy consumption, and I'm consuming... the tent is pulling 2,000 watts when everything is on, and I looked up the equation. I think you divide the number of the wattage by the number of hours, and then it gives you the kilowatt, the hourly kilowatt or whatever. So I'm running at 28 kilowatts per day, which is freaking expensive, you guys. So we're gonna flip our light schedules, and not only are we gonna flip the light schedules, but I gotta start really growing. What's up, Gozin? I thought it was Grozin. What's up? Good afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome. So moral of the story is I'm losing money and it's not justifiable. I gotta ramp things up if I'm going to make this project, if I'm gonna recoup the actual financial costs of the project. Forget about the initial investment, just the overhead costs to run this thing is more what I'm focused on, like the monthly cost. And so if I look at what I'm producing versus... Good afternoon, Fred. If I look at what I'm producing... Oh, I dropped a seed somewhere. If I look at what I'm producing compared to what I'm spending, it doesn't make sense. I would never return to ma and pa type of stores. However, I have no respect for big box stores. Same, Hasholio. That's why I'm doing this. Also would never do that. And I would sooner spend more money at the mom and pop shop just to support an independent business. My place looked like a bumblebee airport this morning, LOL. That's what my garden's like. It is buzzing. Bernie, best comment of the day. TFP, your shows helped me look really busy at work. Oh my god, that's the best. You're like freaking hyping away, Bernie, but meanwhile, you're just contributing in the chat. That is so funny. I just said that I'm only going to be doing one seed per hole, and there is a chance I may have done a couple extra because I'm talking too much. Should probably flip you guys around and show you what I'm doing, but I'm done. The lettuce video might help with financing, LOL. Costco will send me a lifetime supply of lettuce because it's going to become a whole viral video. It'll be a whole thing, and they'll have to make it right. But you know, me, the whole not returning thing or whatever, it's not even like, yes, I want to be considerate towards others, but first and foremost, it's just a total lazy thing. I'm just too lazy. That's why I hate online. I hate buying stuff online. I like to go in the store. I want to physically see it, even if it's like for example, I need a timer. And rather than just ordering one off Amazon, I'm like, no, I want to go to the store and look at it. Even though they're all the freaking same. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just in case I don't like it, I'll never return it. I'm curious what options there are to lower consumption without taking away light power or buckets. Death, we were talking about, so where I'm at, I don't know about if this is everywhere, which I assume it would be, but there are peak hours, right? So with your power provider, they have off peak and peak. And I'm running during peak right now, which is 10 times the price of off peak. So, you know, if my power that's being consumed costs me like, I don't know, upwards of $100 a month, then if I run during the night, that's going to be significantly reduced. So there will be a bit of overlap, but I'm going to adjust the lighting maybe 20 minutes a day. So, you know, if I can reduce the cost of the power consumption and increase my productivity, then we're in business. But until I get there, I'm not doing what I set out to do. But it's me, so that's okay. We're not in a rush. So even though these are foam collars, I'm just spraying inside the hole. I'll show you guys. They're gonna go in the dark, so don't worry. I know it's wet and I know algae growth, but there's not gonna be any light exposure. We're gonna put them, I might try them. Last time, so these ones are just sitting like this. They were in the dark, but I just moved them here because one of them sprouted. But I'm thinking these I'll put outside of the tent on a heating pad, or I'll keep them in the tent, but maybe wrap a towel or something just to kind of, I don't know, insulate. But yeah, the seed is right in the center, and hopefully it'll do what I am looking for it to do, which is this. So this one, I started the exact same way in the foam collar, and there it is. Like I could literally put it in the grow tower right now if I wanted to. I'm gonna give it a couple more days just because I don't want to lose the seedling. It's our first successful one, but it's gonna be a game changer, you guys, because this stupid transferring is ridiculous with the tweezers and roots and the you know how many people have asked me, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Help me. Let me catch up here. DC's Bee says, right now we make sure we have high bee number hives full of food for winter. The queen will stop laying eggs during the winter, so if you do not have enough winter bees, the hive does not have enough. Oh, wow, that's actually fascinating. Oh, for her to start laying new eggs in spring. Wow. It was up for me, but a lot of beekeepers had lower harvests because of the weather. Bees are at work, a few hives, not so much. DC's Bees, I think last time you were on the live, you said that you were going to the market to sell your honey for the first time. How did that go? Congratulations, that's so awesome. Good for you. I think it's just another cash grab by the hydro company. Absolutely. The peak hours and off peak is a total cash grab. Same thing with, I was even Googling it yesterday. It's a thing where you pay a drainage fee for the water to go back to the city, like a sewage fee. So, you know, when you like run, let's say you're doing the dishes, right? The water goes back into the drain. There's a fee for that for it to go back to the city water. And what about me? Look at all this water I'm consuming. I'm paying for that fee, but I'm not draining the water. My plants are consuming it. So there is no drainage other than if you're like showering, washing dishes, washing your hands, flushing the toilet. But I mean, there's a lot of things like watering your plants, watering your grass. Like, it's just a cash grab. When I have groceries delivered and some of the food needs to be returned, they just return the money for that item and tell you to keep it. Really? I mean, I guess that's good, but what a burden. Who wants an item that's not good? Night with TFP. Yes. Tonight I will be up past my bedtime on Let's Be Buds if you guys want to come hang, 9 Eastern time. We only buy our honey from the local beekeepers. 5-pound pail, nice. I'm retired because of my accident, so bees in the garden keep me busy in the spring to fall, so it's all good. Oh, it's all. That's awesome, DC's Bees. Very, very cool. Yes, Jack Ashes, it's a huge freaking scam. They even charge a rain tax. Stop. Less. That's ridiculous. I've never heard of that. If you have solar in my state, you will be charged a delivery fee to send the extra power generated back to the company, purely monopolized in Connecticut. Wow. And then they give you, I bet you there's like a rebate program where if you're putting money back into the grid, then you rebate, but really you're just getting the money that was freaking yours in the first place. You know what? Everything is terrible. All these companies are terrible. The electric, the grocery store, the freaking, all of it. Hydro companies are a scam. Mississauga charges a rain tax. Wow, that is stupid. Just stupid. You guys, let's all boycott taxes. Just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. All right, so here it is. We have our sprouting tray. I'm gonna store it outside the tent. What do you guys think I should do? Should I put it on a heating pad, uncovered, in the dark, or off a heating pad, maybe with like a towel, keep it insulated and warm, like covered? What do you guys think I should do? Somebody in the chat, tell me, because I don't know what's better. Maybe a towel? Washington State has the highest gas tax in the US, 50 cents a gallon. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's live off the land. Yeah, except now all the land is being freaking developed, so you can only live on it and for a fee. You can't live off of it because you need a permit for that, and you got to pay for a permit for that. Pepper seeds germinate faster on a heating pad. I don't know about lettuce. Maybe because lettuce is a cool weather, not so much, right? Because when do you sow lettuce seeds? I think you would sow them maybe late August for the fall. So I guess your soil would be hot. I don't know what I'm talking about. What else did I need to do? Oh yeah, we're gonna harvest the Dahlia flowers, and I'm gonna get a jar, store them in. Depends on the temperature of the room you're germinating in. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wrap them with a towel and call it a day. It's too much brain power. I'm just kidding. Live off the 15-minute city. LOL. That's exactly what it is. 15-minute cities. All right. So I gotta put my seeds away. I'm gonna get this outside, and I'm gonna get a jar. Don't go anywhere. BRB. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I just got a notification from my Shell gas station app as I'm talking about the price of gas. LOL. See? I told you. They're listening. All right, what I missed. Gas is higher here than Toronto. You can follow the money and it's always to friends' companies. Yep. We literally bend over at the pumps here as a LOL. Oh my gosh. All right, so I've got my bottle. I'm gonna fill with some water and we're gonna harvest some dahlias. I don't even know if I brought water down. All right, I don't have my funnel, so don't F this up. Right, we got our water. So normally, I don't know if any of you people grow flowers, but sugar, a little bit of bleach, like a low concentration, just a little drop, or sorry, sugar and lemon and bleach, or other than lemon, you can use citric acid and just mix it in water, and that's flower food. Or you can just put sugar and lemon. The bleach is just mainly for zinnias. What's up, bud? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. We are harvesting some flowers, you guys. These are my first dahlias. We're gonna do one more final look at them before I harvest. Yes, less bleach, which is, I know it sounds weird, but for zinnias, I don't exactly understand what it means, but they're considered a dirty flower, and so bleach is actually good for them. Not good for them, but in the water, it'll prolong the vase life of the flower. But look how interesting. I don't know if it's because maybe this was just the first flower, and so what I've learned with dahlias and zinnias is the more they get pollinated, the quicker the colors and the pigments will fade. And so obviously this is not even fully opened yet, and it's much more vibrant in color. But I find that so cool. It literally looks like it has like fingerprints on it or something. Very, very cool looking. And then this is the newest one that's opening. It's significantly brighter than this one, but it's beautiful, a beautiful flower. It literally looks like a watercolor painting. All right, so we are going to see again with the stupid words. Beautiful, beautiful. I definitely have a limited vocabulary. Or at least when I'm trying to think on the fly, I do. Just trying to fix this cable here. All right, whatever. Stupid thing. All right, so I'm gonna harvest this entire stem here. I'll take you guys closer and show you. So with dahlias, a lot of the time you get two flowers connected at one time, and you have to harvest both if you want a long, good quality stem for a vase. But sometimes only one bud is open, so you got to make the sacrifice. Oftentimes it'll open in the vase, but sometimes it won't. So we're just gonna cut that. There it is. So those are two on the same stem. They're so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful. It's my first time growing dahlias aeroponically. I'm very excited. I wonder if they smell. Oh, wow. They smell strong. That smells really good. So, just gonna stick it in the vessel And then you guys, look, I think I'll have to cut it a little shorter, but for now it's okay. And now I have flowers as decor in the grow tent again. It's been a while. Remember when I had to get rid of my zinnias, you guys? That sucked. Oh my gosh. I gotta do better cable management in here, you guys. Alright, so I'm just gonna cut this one. These two are also connected to the same one, and even though this one here hasn't fully opened yet, it's going to open in the vase. That's kind of the cool thing about dahlias, is same with zinnias, they continue to bloom as they are in the vase after they're picked. So there it is. Uh-oh, caught to the tomato. My first. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Yay! I'm like a little kid, you guys. It makes me really happy. Aren't they so pretty? They look, oh my gosh, they totally look like Dr. Seuss vibes. I love it. Oh no, I just lost a petal. Oh my gosh, they're so, look at this. Can I sell the flowers? Can't sell flowers, LOL. I actually was considering that. Like, what if I grow, I mean, I'm sure greenhouses do it, and there are companies that grow summer flowers during the winter, but how cool would that be? I'm just plugging you guys in, hang on. How cool would that be if I could, you know, partner with like a flower shop or something during the winter months and sell whatever I've got type of deal, you know, like once a week I make a delivery, and whatever I've got I can custom bouquets is a little bit of pressure. Like, for example, I have a girlfriend who is going through a difficult time right now, and I've really been wanting to make her like a beautiful bouquet, but the timing with when I go drop it off doesn't coincide with when I'm gonna have the flowers ready. And so that in itself, and that's just like a one-off situation. So imagine like running a business where, you know, people want to purchase. You have to have the availability for the business to run successfully and to build credibility and trust. And if I'm unreliable, then it'll be tough to establish something. So it's more like a freelance type of contract thing, where I'd maybe approach a flower shop and just say, hey, you know, I grow these during the winter. Would you be down to purchase them? Like once a week I'll come deliver. Are you interested? These are the varieties I have. And especially if I start growing the floret flower seeds, those are pretty sought after varieties. They're very exquisite. There's a new word, exquisite. And yeah, these flowers deserve that word, exquisite. Anyways, there's so many business opportunities. Of course it's a smart idea, Bernie. All my ideas are smart. The florist will usually tell you what they need also. Well, Bobby, they won't have much of a choice. They'll have what I have to offer, so take it or leave it. Make them an offer they can't refuse. Grow some roses just before Valentine's Day and make yourself a pretty penny. Nah. Roses are, I think they're too bushy, and the way they grow might be too challenging. Unless it's just, actually, I lied. Death, don't you have roses growing? What did you send me? You sent me something in your cracky setup, which was really cool. I don't know if you're still here, Death, but I think those are roses if I'm not mistaken. And those look neat. They don't feel like they're messy and they grow like crazy. You can ask the shop what flowers they would be interested in. Tell me you would be glad to sell them flowers. You know what? I feel, because I buy flowers often. I really love flowers. And I don't even need, I feel, maybe this is just me being arrogant, but I don't need to ask them what they need. They're gonna need these. I feel like dahlias and even peonies, there's certain flowers that only bloom at a certain period of time for a short period of time. And that's kind of the beauty of it, right? So you got like peonies in May, irises in May, but it's just a short amount of time. And then dahlias, because I grow them outdoors, I'm starting to experience it. And, you know, sometimes I'm gonna buy somebody flowers. I don't want to just buy traditional roses. I'm gonna buy something like, it's gotta be good. Like if I'm gonna get a gift or if I'm gonna get something, it's gotta be good. These are good. So it's one of those things where it's, I guess I have a certain standard if I'm going to start. That's why sometimes my produce, I don't even share it right away, even if I have an abundance, because if it's not perfect, I don't want to put it out there. I need to like make sure it's perfect and up to my standards before I can put it out there and say that I grew it. So yeah, but these are awesome. I love having flowers in the grow tent. And it's only going to, they're not good, they're exquisite, absolutely. I have no idea about the flower. Neither do I, DC's Bees. All I know is based on my consumer experience, and flowers are a waste of money. And so if you're gonna spend your money on something that's gonna die, make it good, like make it, you know. But the only thing is with these, like look, I just picked it, I touched it, and because it's been bloomed for 5 days already, a petal just fell off, right? So there is a certain level of pressure when you're monetizing or capitalizing on your hobby or whatever it is. We were just talking about that the other day on the live. But look at that, how pretty is that? That's how it all starts, my friend. Absolutely, butter. They're not, oh, I already read that. Sometimes it's not about but the flavor. Yup. Switzerland ships flowers worldwide. I know. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. But yeah, these, they're just so interesting. I don't know what it is. Looks, you guys, I don't know. I sit here and just stare at my flowers and just observe them. But look at this. Like, there's all these, I don't know, it just looks like fingerprints on the petals. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty freaking cool. Or like, I don't know, man, just spotting. And no two flowers are the same. That's what I love. 20% off. Yeah, everybody come get your flowers. I'm gonna have a huge flower blowout sale. So yeah, I don't know anything about the market. Oh, lost another petal. All I know is that it adds a certain level of pressure, and but it's an opportunity, and I'm actually gonna try to tap into that this winter. If you're going in the flower business, use aeroponics for propagation, grow them outdoors. Hasholio, that defeats the business model. The whole plan is to grow them during the winter when they are not popular here. So you know how many times I want to get somebody a bouquet of like nice, unique, wild looking flowers versus stupid like freaking, I don't know, roses or daisies or whatever from the store. And so having that available on an off season, there's a market for that. Even for local flower shops, just small little places. I'm not gonna go to like freaking Longo's or Sobeys, big grocery stores, and start trying to sell my flowers there, you know. A+, thank you so much, Jay, appreciate it. A unique characteristic of that variety, yes. Roses and petunias, LOL. Boring. I wasn't big on flowers before, but you do such a good job. It's so awesome. Thanks, Jack Ashes. You know what? I know dudes aren't really into flowers, but if you're into growing and plants, again, they're exquisite, they're cool to look at. So, you know, doesn't matter if you're into it or not. It's just beautiful to everybody. Boring sell. Yeah, to me it is. And maybe that's why, maybe that's why it takes me so long to figure out, like, you know, how can I either like sell my product or do something, but it's got to be perfect before I can do it, you know? So I'm not ready yet, but one day. And Death, I saw you said that they were impatiens, right? Cool. I'll have to look those up. But it's not boring if it sells. I know, and that's a me problem. It's like me. I have this thing where if it's not perfect, like in my opinion, then forget about it. Like you will never ever get a gift from me unless it's something really good, like really good. Otherwise, I won't bother, because then it just feels like you're giving somebody a burden, right? So if I'm selling something that anyone else has, I'm like, I don't want to put my name on it. Even though that's such a stupid mentality, you can make money off of it. Who wouldn't want to make money? Even if your harvest was worth dollars a pound, it would not be feasible to grow it in this type of system. I mean, so then what do you have to say about this, Hasholio? I grew so many zinnias that did beautifully well, and had a significantly longer vase life than the ones I grew outdoors. The ones I grow outdoors, even with flower food, whether it's from the store, like the commercial flower food, or I make my own, they last 2.5 weeks in the vase. The ones that I grew aeroponically lasted 4 weeks. Can you imagine buying flowers from the store, fresh flowers, and having them last a month? That is unheard of. A week max, and those are for the boring variety. So I really believe that there's something there. Absolutely, DC's bees. You pick one thing and you get really good at it. That's my problem. That's probably why it's taken me so long to perfect or to master certain things, because I'm doing like 20 things at once instead of just getting really good. Oh, Hasholio, absolutely. Yeah, Hasholio is saying that you can't sell the flowers for what it costs to grow them. And that is a fact. That is true. Like I said, you guys, losing money right now. So, not losing money, but if this were an actual operating business, it would fail. So, we got to bring things up. We got to not pivot, but just change the approach of things, change the way I start seeds, really get a schedule. I have a whiteboard just outside the grow tent. It's huge. It's like the size of this entire section right here, and it's on wheels. I want to get that into the grow tent. We got to have schedule written down of when the seeds were started. I got to keep a log. You know, that is one thing that I've been really bad at, is holding myself accountable to log everything. If I'm going to try to expedite the process and become more productive, I should probably document exactly what I'm doing. You know, the day that I popped the seeds, the day that it sprouted, how many sprouted, how long did it stay in the tray before I got it into the system, and actually, you know, look at the numbers rather than just like talk about being more productive. You know what I'm saying? So less talking, more action type of deal. I'm definitely gonna have to get that whiteboard in here though. It's gonna be a good tool for me since I'm a visual person and I need constant reminders. Like I said, you guys, I'm just a big little kid. Recovering some money is better than none. Absolutely. DC's Bees, I'm so arrogant about that. You can always see if, because DC's Bees is saying you can always see if there's a market before jumping in. I'm like, don't worry, DC's Bees, there's a market. I know. No, I'm probably like delusional, but I really truly feel like there's a market for everything. You just got to know how to sell it. Sell me this pen. I'm a beekeeper, I understand. 4 years of investment and finally to a point that the bees will make a little return. Best feeling though, it's rewarding when you get to that point. I use tape and write dates and such. Yes, I do that too, but then what happens is the sprouting tray goes in the sink, the tape gets ripped off, goes in the garbage, and then and then where's the info? So I actually have to create like maybe an Excel spreadsheet or literally print it out on a clipboard and just, you know, these seeds started this date, check, and, you know, put them in the tower this day. Oh God, Jack Ashes, I am brutal when it comes to microgreens. I spent quite a bit of money on seeds, sprouting seeds, and boy, have I wasted a lot of those. I'm not good at growing microgreen. Just freaking mold on me. I think you might be a big little kid and a little big kid. Yes, both. Or your peppers in the middle of winter. You appear to be real good at peppers. Yes, the thing is my peppers are so good that I want them all to myself. I don't want to sell them or share them. I keep telling people like, okay, I'm gonna have stuff for you soon. I'm gonna come drop it off. And it just never happens because I just want it all for myself. Like, look at all that chili oil that I made with those peppers. Like, am I really gonna use all these Chinese 5-color peppers? I'm telling you guys, it's the only child in me. I don't know how to share certain things I can't let go. But yeah, that's it for today, you guys. High value item in the winter. Yes. To grow your own vegetables indoor, you must be willing to pay more and put in more work. Always cheaper to buy them at the supermarket. Absolutely. But you pay in the long run with your health. And so, I've got what it takes. I work hard and, I'm ready. I know what I signed up for and I'm ready. So we are going to make this a well-oiled machine and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the journey. You guys will have seen me start from where I knew nothing to where I'm actually functioning and getting like productivity and I'm efficient and we are going to get there, you guys, and I'll prove it to you. I get competitive with myself. I'm a huge competitor with myself. So there is no room for not achieving that. I chop up peppers and vacuum seal them in the freezer. Great idea. Keeps the freshness, I'm sure. Sell chili oil. Could absolutely sell chili oil, but again, it's time consuming and I already between everything I'm trying to do to, like, you know, turn this into something that consumes a lot of my time and I just don't know if adding something else into the mix, like producing an actual like food byproduct, might be a little you know, little too much right now, but we'll see. Passion overcomes downfalls. Absolutely. In most cases. Sometimes you can be really, really passionate and still freaking suck at what you do and you'll just never get there. But if you're positive, then maybe you will. Or at least you think you will, and that'll help you keep going. So I don't know. I don't know how I'll get there, but I'll just, you know, trial and error and with your guys' help. And that's it. But yeah, I think the whiteboard is the next logical step. And I know Hasholio's like, no, the next logical step is a water chiller. I know, but here's my conundrum. Same thing like we were talking about the air stones is if I get a water chiller, do I need, and I should probably just Google this before putting the question out there, but I'll just do it because I don't know anything about water chillers. Would I need 3 water chillers? Or would I be better off somehow, actually no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say, would I be better off connecting all my reservoirs to a master res and then chill that water, but not everything's on the same nutrients, everything's on different growth stages, so that wouldn't work. Anyways, let me know, because with stones, you have to, I would have to put, well, we've determined that it wouldn't work, but I would need 1 huge air pump, 20 air stones, and feed the cables or whatever you want to call it, the pipes, through each bucket, which would be a lot of extra, feels unnecessary. So I don't know about the water chiller, how I would achieve that. Do I need 1 for each grow tower? And if so, how do we do it with the grow tower? Does it go in the reservoir? Anyways, I should probably look into that and figure that one out, because I do need something, especially for like stuff like the lettuce. That could also be why it's bolting too, is the high temps in the environment, like overall, but also the water. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you haven't had enough, you can come hang out with me tonight on Let's Be Buds. I posted the link in the community. They've got an awesome YouTube channel where they chat with different growers, and they've got a really cool show planned for tonight. If you guys haven't heard of Yellow Skunk Farm, if you think I have a cool setup, they're doing something completely different, but they've got a wonderful setup. They are going to be on the second half of the show tonight, so I'm really excited to be a part of it. I'm going to be on at 9 p.m. so come hang out. It's going to be a fun show, and if not, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and just catching up on some chat here. All right, we'll chat more about that tomorrow, Hasholio. All right, guys, everyone have a wonderful day, and if I'm around, I'll check it out. Thanks so much, DC's Bees. Appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys tomorrow, and have a wonderful day, everybody. Giving you all positive vibes. Oh, and don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. Bye, everybody.